Hey guys, welcome back to Restoration Revival for another week. Trying a different format this week. It's midweek progress report. Been watching a few YouTubers. They always seem to ask for likes all the time. Like, if I get 10 million likes, I'll jump on one leg and scratch my head for 5 minutes. That sort of stuff. So, come on guys, give me 10 likes and I'll jump on one leg and scratch my head. 10 likes, guys. Come on, we can do it. Anyway, Carlo, I don't think your car's going to get anything done this week. I'm a bit busy. I got an in-betweeny job which has to be done. So, got a troopy there. I'll talk about that in a minute. But, progress report on the Statesman midweek. So, hang on. Turn around this way so I don't go black. How's that? Okay, we're in the shed. Sill panel, that's what I've been working on the Statesman. She was a bit rusty on the inside. I've got the got it all mostly welded in. I haven't done the dog leg yet, but there's a few patches on the inner sill which I had to replace because they were eaten through with the old cancer. So yeah, I could have, the middle section wasn't too bad. I didn't replace that. It was a bit pitted, and I'm working to the budget of the customer. So, if you want a top dollar job, you got to pay a little bit extra. But this will last 10, 15, 20 years maybe before it pokes its head out again. And it's treated up quite well, and it is what it is. Not everyone's rich, so you got to work to the budget sometimes. So the dog leg, that's the next bit on the list. I've got it made up. It goes in there somehow like that, and hopefully I can get time to finish that by the end of the week, so I can move on to the next side next week. So the troopy, this is in for a quick job. It's got one of the pop-top camper roofs on it, and she's a bit rusted out. So this is what we got. This is what we're working with. I've had to pop the windows out. Another one. They haven't got a huge budget. They wanted me to not worry about the rust here because the roof goes over it, but I'm welding new gutter rails on, which I've got over here. And the problem is, if I go and try and weld these new gutter rails on, there's nothing to weld them to. You can't weld to air. Come on. Seriously. I've got a new tool too, which I'll talk about in just a minute, but I've got to do some work first, so talk to you in a minute. So yeah, anyway, I thought my TIG welder was broken yesterday. It wouldn't work, but that made me go out and buy a new one, as you do, because you can't be out of work without tools. So I bought just the TIG welder, a 205 AC/DC TIG. Now this thing has made my life so much easier. It's AC/DC, so it can do aluminium and stainless steel and all of those mild steel and all of that stuff. It's also got a spot weld function, which it's on right now, which I'll show you this. This is a spot weld I did with it last night, and I did bend it and see if it was going to break, and it didn't. As you can see, it's penetrated through on both sides, so that's going to be very handy. Yeah, so AC/DC, it's got pulse, which is good for when you're welding shitty metal and stuff like that. Yes, it's got a remote, so it's got a little remote on the handle, and it's reasonably accurate. It's on 4 right now, which I would say would be 40, but it's a 37 at the top. So you turn your dial and it changes your frequencies or whatever it is, your current. Yeah, so it's a really, really good little machine. It's made my tigging so much easier. Yeah, main reason is because it's a what do you call it? It's not a scratch TIG, it's the good one. So yeah, you just have to press the button and it starts tigging straight away. I'll show you. I've never welded aluminium in my thermostat. That's what it is, thermostat TIG. Anyway, never welded aluminium in my life, so I gave it a go last night. Took me a little while to work out how to set the machine up, but I'll show you how I got going. These ones here, that's where I started with no filler rod, and I started adding filler, working the machine out, and by the end of it I had a nice neat weld like that. Never welded alloy in my life and I'm pretty happy with that. That's tidy. Had to go at doing a joint, not so tidy, but it's on there. So yeah, new TIG for the workshop. Yeah, thought the old one was broken, but it actually isn't. Started working again this morning when I gave it a go, but I've still got to use it for the MIG side of it, so that's all good. Anyway, I'm going back to work, guys. See ya. So I thought I'd better do some video, otherwise this episode's going to be very short, because the troopy's gone. I forgot to record the last part showing you what I did to it. So yeah, it's Friday, guys, which means it's a short day. I only work 6 hours on a Friday usually, unless I'm really, really busy, which I am, but you know, really, really busy. So seal panel's all welded in now, just got to finish off this dog leg and it's done. Then I can move and do the other side. Rust is nearly finished on the Statesman. All I have left as far as rust, goes is a batch right there, and if anyone in the comments knows how to make it on the GoPro 8 so the rear LCD screen stays on, that'd be handy, because half the time I don't know what I'm pointing it at, because it turns off after about a minute. Yeah, anyway, the second piece of rust is right here. So I'm not going to get it all done today, obviously, but I'll at least get this side seal panel finished, and maybe a start on the second side. See how I go. It's a nice cool day today, so I can work harder. So I've replaced the inner part of the wheel arch here, the lower section. I just MIG welded it in because it's dirty metal and it's not worth wasting TIG gas on and fighting with it. So once I put some tar over that, you won't even know it's there. This part here is supposed to continue on down. I thought I saved it, the old piece that I cut out, but I didn't, so I'm going to have to make up a new bit. So it's just got to follow the whole way down like that. It's no drama. That's grammar. That's great grammar. It's no drama, I can do that. It just would have been easier if I had something to copy. So now it's just a matter of welding this part here in. But first, up in here is all full of tar, and there's no way in hell I can weld that, because it's just going to blaze up and ruin my weld. There's going to be craters everywhere. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to dig as much out as I can with a screwdriver, and then I'm going to try and burn the rest out with my torch without catching the car on fire. Yeah, that's always a good thing. So I was successful in getting it all out with my screwdriver, so yeah. Fantastic. Now I don't have to burn the car to the ground. Like it a lot. Just a quick look at this thing. Hang on, can't see that side because it's sun's in the way. This is my drill press, which my grandfather built. I think it was a bits and pieces of I think it's a drill press that actually had a crank handle on it. I could be wrong, that you just attach to a post or whatever, and he's put a electric motor on it. Oh yeah, part of me wants to leave it exactly as it is because of its heritage, and the other part of me wants to put a guard over this shit, because imagine your finger or your hair or something getting in there, and oh my god, that would hurt just a little bit, don't you think? Maybe I should get a new one and put this one aside on display and have it not for use. Sorry guys, can't see in the dark, because it is a little bit scary when you think about it. But it's cool. It powers through shit. It doesn't even slow down. Anyway, turn it off. So I've got to get a whiteboard so I can put things on it, like what consumables I need, and things I need to do to the cars and stuff like that. The first thing on the list of my whiteboard is a whiteboard. So yeah, got to get one of those during the week. Yeah, so this side of the car's done now. Finished all the welding that I need to do on the sill panel. So now I'm going to put the wheel back on it and roll it over this side of the shed a bit more so I can start working on the other side. Woohoo! 2 hours to go before knockoff and the weekend. Yes. Alright guys, I managed to get the sill panel cut off on the right hand side of the car. Yep. As you can see, she's pretty brown and crusty. Oh, it is a long way down. So I thought I was going to get away with not having to cut that dog leg off, but if you can see in there, it's pretty rusty, so I might have to cut it off anyway. It's better to be safe than sorry. So they say. There was a mouse nest inside, and I reckon he was getting in through the rust holes. So yeah. Well, I reckon that's about it for this week anyway. Time to knock off. Pretty keen to get into the weekend and into my own stuff. You're all invited. Come along if you want. If not, go do your own thing. I'll see you next week. Don't forget to subscribe and all that. See ya.